Okay, welcome back. Hopefully this will be the last part of this. I think it's 11, part 11. Um, Most of this is putting on missiles and the whatever these little things are here that stick out on the bottom, and then again on the top right here. So they look like that when you're looking head on at the aircraft. Um, so today's going to be a lot of just gluing stuff together. Um, I could have gone ahead and done this, but I thought this was what you guys might want to actually see, is me actually gluing the stuff together. So we're gonna do that. um, I got too many projects going on right now, and stuff's all in the way. All right, let's move this over here so it's at least in view of the camera. Whoops! Oh, there goes scissors. All right. So we need these two first. And they go, one goes here. And one goes here. Are they angled? Does it matter which one goes on which? I don't know. It doesn't appear to be. Oh, well, yeah. There's a little bit of an angle. I think they're angled out. Sorry about the dog, if you heard the dog there. Um, my daughter's coming in my house. So that is what we're doing right now. Let me put you guys on hold for just a second. Okay, I'm back. Had to put you guys on hold for a minute. All right, first things first. We have to put these missiles here on these rails, two of them. I'm just going to use my Tamiya Extra Thin and a brush. All right, these go pointing away, and they have a little groove in the bottom that they're supposed to be where you cement it on. So let's see if I can get this one on here without getting my fingerprints in that whole thing. Man, those things are kind of hard to line up. Yeah, just trying to line up that rail with the slot that's in the missile and hold it there long enough for it to grab a hold. Nope. Okay, sorry, I kind of quit talking to you guys. Okay, that's half of it done, 50%. um, while those are setting up a little bit before I can do the other stuff, because there's another one that goes on each one of these. But if I try to do it right now, everything's so soft, I'll end up knocking off that one. So we gotta let that set for a minute. So I did put on these two things while you were on hold. They're nice and solid now. Maybe I should have used that on this instead of extra thin. Let's try that on the next one. All right. So yeah, so these pieces right here, I'm sure you can probably see those. These two little pieces right here are what I did. So, oop, oh. All right. Oh, so now we have some small bits and pieces here. Let's see. J03, which is this one right here. Oh, I got cookies too. You can probably see those. Oh. Right. Well, that's all the clear stuff. All right. All right. A little clear piece right here goes right there. I didn't realize that seam was there. Well, I may have to fix that. We'll see. Well, no, I'm not going to fix it if I'm putting this in. So, a little extra thin there. And we're done. So, with that. All right. Okay, H16. I pre-painted some of this stuff with lead belcher. You could use gunmetal. Would be gunmetal and lead. Well, lead belcher's more aluminy, more like aluminum than gunmetal. Gunmetal's a little darker. I would probably say if you don't have the lead belcher, which is totally coming off in my hands. I can't believe that's coming off of there. Do I have something on my hand? Anyway, okay. So this goes right here with the big end facing the tail. Come on, now get in there. There's a little pin. Okay, I've gotten a little bit of paint in that hole. So look, if it doesn't fit, we're just going to take our knife. I'm going to go around the inside just a little bit, not much. I didn't put any pressure really. I just cleared some of the paint out of the hole, and now we're on 100%. So that's how you do that. We will put a little bit of extra thin underneath it here. Make sure that's all the way down. Oh, it wasn't quite all the way. Now it is. All right. Well, got a little bit of paint in my extra thin there. Oh well. All right. Okay, now we have to do this right here. So it needs to be gunmetal or silver, lead belcher, whatever on the inside. And I've already painted it with the color on the outside. So let's get some lead belcher out here. Nope. It's natural steel. We'll use that. What do you use the lead belcher? But I can't find it. Can't find it. I've got, this is just another kind of aluminum. This is. Basically, it's steel color, but whatever. Metal's metal. Metals. Ah! Did you see that? Almost knocked that off of there. All right. Hmm. All right, and all I'm doing here, hopefully you can see that. Yeah. All I'm doing here is just paint the inside. I'm just going to give this once over and then give it a few minutes to dry and come over it again. See how it looks. Okay, we'll give that a minute. Kind of like the stripy look. All right, I'm gonna need this little yellow ladder and those little parts. Okay. 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 I know I've quit talking. I'm sorry about that. I really am. Okay, so we're going on here. H23 and H19 go up here. Let's turn this so you guys can see better. Get my Coke out of the way before I spill it. All right, so H23 goes here. No, H19 goes here. 22 and 23, 22 and 23 go there and there. All right, so H19, this one. And then okay, and then H22 and H23. 22 and 23. All right, H22 and 23. Got little nubs on them I gotta get rid of. Because I couldn't get in there as tight as I wanted to. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. I was off the edge, wasn't I? I'm just cut out these parts and I'm just cleaning off the nibs um, so they'll fit into their respective places better. All right, we're going to use this time, I think, because I liked the way that worked before. It works so much faster, I thought. All right, and they go facing the. Oh, that one goes facing the back. So we use our tweezers. I don't know if you can see. Oh, was not prepared today. How's that? Okay, let's do it this way. There we go. Now I know you guys can see that. So this one goes in, but way too much cement on there. And that just dorked up the paint, but oh well. Okay. And these go facing the front. And that's going to be the downside. So this needs to go here like this. Okay. No, not like that, like this. No, like this. They're kind of hugging the. Right? No. Must be this way. Okay. Now we got to get this put together. So with it like this. This is going to go on in those spots. And then all right, let's see. All right, okay, so we got this ladder on here, and we have these little handrails. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Be careful. I'll be here. All right. Now you guys heard me holler at my wife. She was leaving. My wife was leaving with the grandchildren. I guess you heard all that. This thing keeps falling off of here. Cricket, what are you doing? Sorry. Hold on, people. Okay, sorry about that. You guys didn't need to hear me screaming at my dog, huh? She was getting into something. I don't know what she was getting into, but she didn't need to be getting into it, whatever it was. All right. So I'm trying to get these handrails to stay where they're supposed to stay while this cement cures enough for me to put this on here where it goes. At the angle that it goes, they're going to have to, that cement's going to have to be better. So let's go back to these missiles. The ones that were on there are on there good now, as long as I don't pull on them too much. So let's take a little bit of this extra thin. All right. Let's see if I can get this one on here. I tell you, it would be nice if they were a little more positive locking than they are, because it doesn't really lend itself to, you know, going straight into a hole, like a peg in a hole or whatever. And they've got other pegs and holes on this kit, so I don't know why they couldn't just done that here. Um, if the little slot was even a little deeper, it would be fine, I think. I may have to go get my scriber and make that deeper. So I have to get it into a place that I can hold it long enough for that cement to do that, to cement it. Okay, I can't hold that, so we're going to have to use this. This is also to me a cement. It's also pretty thin, but it seems to be working a bit better, I think. You give it a minute, it gets really kind of sticky, and things tend to stick together better. There we go. There we go. That was on there. We'll hold that for just a second and let that cement do its thing here. Oops. Well, that was on. It's good. Yeah, this cement comes in this bottle, and I don't remember there being a label. Maybe there was, and I took it off so it would fit in my container. But anyway, this is some pretty decent, pretty good cement. Um, like I said, it seems to make things a little stickier. Um, than the extra thin does. We'll give that just a minute. All right. Yep. Is it supposed to be staggered that much? Yeah, I guess it is. Oh, where'd it go, Hood? You had it in there. Okay, sorry, I'm off. I'm out of frame there. Um, just fighting with this missile. I just have to get it back where it's supposed to be. All right, that one's on. This one needs to be adjusted, I think. Oh well, can't adjust it, but it's fine. I don't really care. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and put this nose piece on after I give it a little light sand. Get the nubs off of it. Ends up with a nub being right in the middle. Okay, there we go. That's better. I'm just hitting this with some sandpaper on the nubs. Sorry, I know I keep going off camera, but you guys don't want to hear all that sad sob story. But there's a reason for me not for doing a lot of this stuff close to me and not out in front of me. Um, so all right, that's on there. Okay, gotta get this on there so we can turn it over. This goes. Oh, this goes like this. Oh, like this. So it's going away from that stuff down at a 45-degree angle towards the wheel. So, like that. Okay. Just holding this on here, letting that cement get to a point that I can let it go. It's not quite there yet. This cement takes a little bit longer to set up. It's not the extra thin. It is pretty thin though. It'll run around a little bit. But it's, see, like this plane is upside down right now. And now this is cantilevered out like this. And it's staying. So extra thin, I don't think would have done quite that fast. Maybe, but I don't think so. But I will say this, that this stuff has got such a big brush, you can't put it in any small spaces and make it look right. Um, so I'll have to go back over that with some paint because it's not, it doesn't look good. You see I don't know if you can see that, but there's you can see where I spludged it on there. Um, I guess what I'm going to have to do is, well, I'm not sure. Maybe, let's see. Okay, so I went back to the stash. Probably heard the crinkling. I have these fancy, they're not $1, believe me. Got them off Amazon. but they are very tightly wound and come to a point. And that's what I wanted when I bought these. Um, so we're gonna use these two. I'm gonna try and see if I can use some alcohol. Alcohol? No, not alcohol. Some thinner. Thinner. Yeah, the tricky bit is that the thinner that I just chose is also going to have an effect on the paint. On the paint, I'm still going to have to paint there. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I may not use that cement without a fine-tipped applicator like this brush instead. If I use this brush instead, I could have gotten a little bit more strategic with it and not left big old blobs like that. Yeah, see, and then I do that, and that smoothed it out a little bit, but it jacked up the paint. Actually, it's feathering that in kind of right. All right, so we're going to take a little bit of this paint that is the color of the underneath here. It's Real Colors RC 261. 261, Real Colors. Neutral gray. Okay. we'll see if that how that looks when it dries. I don't know if that's gonna cut it or not. Okay. All right. These with the missiles go on these. Let's see. All right. So this one goes on. So that is the left, underneath, left, going that way. Okay. This thing, and I don't even know what it's, oh, no, that's those two. Yeah, this thing, I don't even know what this thing's supposed to do. You would think if it was supposed to be rockets or missiles or something, that I would have rockets and missiles for it. But it never shows you actually putting anything on it either. Maybe that's not. Maybe that's just a sensor of some sort. All right, it goes right here. And same thing as we had before. Since there's paint in these holes, I just don't want to go down in there. Okay, there's a little pin at the end of this part right here that it shouldn't be there. This thing won't go flat with it sitting there, and it's supposed to be flat into the wing. All right. First, let's put a little bit of thin down here to take care of our sanding marks there. All right, it's on there, put a little bit extra thin around it. This thing is so big. And this is 1/72nd scale. It's still big. The real plane, the real thing, must be ginormous. I mean, I understand we got bigger planes when we got jets. Well, some bigger, some smaller, faster, whatever. But from World War II to now, but this is a 1/72nd scale P-51. So there you go. How's that for comparison? And granted, this isn't a bomber, it's a fighter, and it's from World War II, but the size difference is crazy. Crazy. We're going to give him a little dust off there. Tells me I need to have a little dusting party up here. Doesn't surprise me. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. So these go. These go. Where do these go? Okay, so one of them goes. Oh, wait a minute. Did these go there? Wasn't a choice, was it? No. That's the first set. The wheel. Where does this go? There's one there and one there, but that doesn't look like that was a choice. It's showing it now. Well, I think that one goes there. But then you have this one in this other spot. It shows these two going in, and then that one. So 1, 2, 3. All three of them should be on there. This one in between those two pips into that hole. But this show in between pips and a hole, in between pips and a hole. Well, there's only one set of pips. They're right here. Call them pips, whatever. On this side, there are no more. Where am I supposed to? Where am I supposed to put this one? I think it's supposed to go there. Then where does this go? Oh, A and B. Oh, okay. So you have a choice. I didn't realize that. A or B. And well, I did realize that. I knew you had a choice, but I didn't realize it was on these specific parts. I didn't realize you had a choice. Okay. That pin came off the other part and it's still in this hole, making it not a hole. So I'm trying to remake it into a hole because this has to go in there. All right. Okay, we got to push that in there. And it's giving me some grief, so take it. I know it's off camera. I'm sorry, but it's the only way I can use both hands and have any kind of pressure applied. It's still not sitting all the way down, but it's as good as it's going to get, I think. I don't really like it. Don't really like it. All right, that's pretty good though. That went on pretty easily. Let's see about this other one. We're going to put a little bit of cement around the joint there, the join. We're going to straighten this up a little bit because it's crooked. Okay. All right, so that one's on. Kind of squished my missiles a little bit, but it's all right. Okay. That's that. And we turn her over. And we turn her over. We got a couple of things to do on the top. Let's see if she's going to be a tail sitter. Nope. Haha, no tail sitter. Yay. Okay, on the top. On the top, we just have these. And a couple of antennae. Right here and right here. Just clipping out these parts. I know I'm off camera again. I'm sorry about that. I never can remember. But, gosh, okay. 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 I'm trying to think about what I'm doing here. Okay, let's do the antennas first. So the long one goes in the back. And they go facing the back. Noticing here I didn't do the best job on this seam. It's pretty good, but then I got these scratches up here. I scratched it up. All right, those are in there. Let's go ahead and just a little extra thin. There we go. All right. This is all good up here. Oh, geez. All right, so a little bit too much cement in that one place. So I painted it across the whole section there so that there wouldn't be a tide mark. Let's see, which way do these go? These go. Well, first of all, these need to be cleaned up some. They got nubs sticking off of them. All right. Just sanding off nubs. Don't know if you can see it or not. I know it's hard. I know it's hard for me to show it to you. But I'm just sanding off nubs, sprue nibs, nubs, nibs, however you say it. Yeah. Okay. I tell you, really would like these to be better, these videos to be better, um, but I really don't want to have to edit. I know some of these people that I watch on YouTube that do modeling, um, are really good at it, but they they're good at editing too, and I am not good at editing. And yeah, I'm not good at editing, and I really don't want to sit there for hours on end and edit the video to make it more seamless or to make it whatever. But Okay, submit it on. Those are on, got them in the right order. I didn't really look at them. They're not marked anyway. Okay. Okay, okay. Done that, done that, done that. That's it. Now it's just a matter of painting. Now it's just a matter of painting. There's a spot that I must have stuck my thumb in some cement. Got it on the wing here. That'll be better under some paint. All right. Okay. I guess we bring up the fan thing. Little photo booth painting air suctiony thing. Some people call those fans. Anyway. Oh no. Just knocked my Coke over, people. All right, give me just a second. Okay, crisis averted. I spilled my Coke that I had. And I'm just trying to get some Mr. Surfacer 500 into this other jar. Jar's really the wrong word. Bottle, I don't know. Alright, clean up after ourselves here. Stripping down the side. It's on the threads. Try to get that off of there. As the cleaner you can put away your jar lids and stuff, the less they'll stick and everything. That's not great, but it's not too bad. All right. That's 21 milliliters of paint. I don't have, well, I do, but it's in the other room. Not that one, this one. So this is a lacquer-based thing, and this is lacquer-based flow improver, fluid retarder, actually. Retarder. I'm just going to put a little bit in, probably 1 milliliter, wasn't much. And then Well, my other stuff is in the other room. All right, we want this. So we need this to be up to about 40. That'd be 50-50. So we can go a little less than that. Okay, that's over close to me, guys. Sorry. I know it's on the very edge of the vision of your vision, if you can see it at all. But this is the only place I can go to do this with, hopefully without spilling it. So that right there would be 66% paint, 66% paint, 33% thinner. So that's 1 to 2. Let's see about that. Let's get that mixed up, and let's see how it comes out. I don't want to. Man, I'm fumbly today. I don't want to just do it 50-50 and find out it's too much. So. Whoop. Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's good. Okay, that's good. So 33% thinner, 66% paint, 66% paint, 33% thinner. I got one of these bottles. I got it from uh, Model Paint Solutions. I think it's not sure. Look up Model Paint Solutions. That's where it came from. Can't remember what the exact website address, but that's where it came from. All right, I'm going to put this. I have this that I will put behind here. After I knock a bunch of stuff over. Anyway, and it's the exhaust. Exhaust, not really great, not the greatest term, but it's a paint booth without sides, basically. It's got a filter in it. It's got a charcoal filter in it. Um, it it's adjustable speed. Pardon me. Okay. Anyway, it's adjustable speed, which my speed controller came off my. It was supposed to be. Okay. No, maybe not. All right. It's got 2 fans. They're pretty good size. Does a good job right there. Okay, you're gonna hear my compressor. Sorry guys, I didn't realize it was unplugged. Yeah, right. Okay, this is basically all I'm gonna do for right now. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me get it all. This is just the primer layer. Let me get it all on here and all looking nice. And then I will bring you back when I start doing the actual colors, which are these two. This is just primer I'm doing now. So I don't really, not really worried about the finish necessarily on this. Um, I used the Mr. Surfacer 500. Um, Mainly to fill in any little scratches that I had, maybe on the outside, just from sanding. Um, there were some places where I had to do some filling and some sanding and all of that jazz. And think it needs a little bit more thinner. All right, I think it needs a little bit more thinner, and I'm just gonna prime it, and then when it's ready to paint, I'll come back. I'll show you the masking. Oh no, sorry. This goes on first. Then I will mask it up, and I'll show you that, and then the green goes on. So let me just go and take care of this. Like I said, this is just primer. Uh, it needs a little bit extra thinner. And we'll come back. So that looks a little bit better. All right, see you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back, but as you'll see, this is now the RC289. It's RAF medium sea gray. It's all over the top surfaces. I painted the engine cowlings there. What happened here? It looks like I spilled stuff on my paint job. Well, I'll have to fix that, won't I? Okay. Question is, can I fix it with a brush and have it look decent? That's the question. Nope, looks like ass. Looks like ass. Green might have went right over that, but I'm gonna take a chance. So RC289, 61. So this is what we put on tomorrow. Okay, well, I got that fixed. Tomorrow will be green paint. See you tomorrow.